Hi, in this video I want to talk a bit about gemstones. Gemstones are a way of improving the boosts you get from your Lord equipment. Everything in gemstones can be done in the forge. So if you look at equipment, not all equipment, but a lot of equipment have gemstone sockets. You see that here. When you click on it, you have the possibility to embed a gemstone, and that gives some extra boost. For example, here if I embed this level 1 gemstone, I get a plus 1.5% cavalry defense. So that is the basic idea how it works. There is a gemstones tab which shows all your gemstones. Initially they end up in your inventory, and in your inventory you need to use them to put them in your armory. You get quite some freebies, not necessarily very good gemstones, but you at least get some. So there are different type of gemstones, and they are you can see that by the name. If you look at, you have Sentinel type, and they are applicable to infantry. So we have a Sentinel gem, and we also have a Sentinel stone. Both are applicable to infantry. And so we also have a Stallion. That is applicable to cavalry, and we have air, which is applicable to bowmen, and there are also gemstones that are applicable to all troop types. The shape influences what kind of boost you get. So from a gem you get an attack boost, from a stone you get a defense boost, and from a jewel you get a health boost. So that is both in the name and from the shape you can see it, and this shape also determines where you can embed it, whether you can embed it on a certain slot, because the slots on the equipment also have certain shapes. So some considerations you should make is, for example, I got a lot from the game, a lot of infantry attack gemstones, but are they really that interesting? Actually, your infantry is your buffer, your meat shield, as people sometimes call it in battle. They don't do a lot of damage. If you look at the key stats of the infantry troops, the attack is relatively low compared to cavalry and especially bowmen. So increasing this with a percentage might not be the best thing to do. So your attack slots you might better use if you have cavalry or bowmen attack gems. They're of course harder to come by. I haven't got those freebies, but yeah, that is the focus you might want to have. Similarly, well, I'm not saying Stallion defense is still quite good, but maybe you prefer infantry defense, and yeah, bowman defense is maybe not that important. I would prefer infantry defense and maybe also cavalry defense before I have bowman defense. Again, the same reason is bowmen are normally standing in the back and are doing a lot of damage, a lot of kills, and their defense shouldn't really be that important. Their defense stats, the basic stats, are also quite low, so increasing that with a percentage is much less useful than increasing the infantry defense with a percentage which is quite high already to begin with. So those are some general considerations which gemstones to use. If you have different equipment sets, you might also want to make sure that you, I don't know if many people have, but if you do, then you might want to make sure that your gemstones actually complement the base boosts of your equipment set. So for example, if you have one that is more focused on cavalry, make sure there are cavalry gemstones on there, and if it's more focused on bowmen, make sure you use those bowmen, those air gemstones. Okay, so far we looked at just the basic gemstones, but what you can do is increase, you can upgrade your gemstones, and that is that can be done in two ways. Well, let's look at this. So we have this air stone, and basically I have already used up most of my refining stones just now because I increased something, so I cannot really increase it a lot. But actually, if you have the air stones, it gives you, it's kind of similar as an experience bar. So it gives you points for every refining stone that you add to a certain gemstone, and that can take it to the next level. In this case I have not enough. You can in theory also use other gemstones. So in this case, for example, okay, I assign some refining stones and some sentinel gems to this air stone, and that actually increases the stat from 1.5% to 3%. And you can add more to that. I'm not going to do this now, but maybe I will do so later, because all these sentinel gems I'm definitely not going to embed on any equipment, at least not all of them, maybe one or two at some time, but not all of them. So normally you get quite a lot of these refining stones. I just happened to use them all up the other day. I increased for this sentinel stone the infantry defense. I increased with a few steps to level 4. I get 8%, and this sentinel jewel for infantry health I also increased to level 4 so that I can get an 8% boost. It's still not huge, but it is some boost that you can get. Okay, one thing you should know is if you embed gemstones, you cannot remove them anymore, at least not for free. So that is something, you can reclaim. It's not that much, 20 gold, but you might want to think about that. And also, before you once you add it, you cannot increase the level anymore. So make sure you do that before, so that you don't have to remove it and pay that extra gold. It's not much, but again, let's not waste that. So it's in general the gemstones are a nice way to get some extra boost. The problem is that it is quite difficult to get good gemstones. You just have to pay attention. Maybe there are some seasonal events where you get as rewards gemstones. Maybe there are some events where you get leaderboard prizes with gemstones. Definitely pay attention to that, or if you see an opportunity to get it in any other way, grab it, because it is they're hard to come by. And actually having one gemstone is, or one good gemstone of the right type. For example, if you have one gemstone that gives a bowman attack boost, it's already very useful, because you can use a lot of refining stones to actually increase the benefit of that gemstone. So definitely something that you need to pay attention to, and that it's worth something if you get a chance to grab it. Okay, that's it for the gemstones. I hope this has been useful. If you have any comments or questions, please share in the comment section below, and thanks for watching this video.